They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. He finds his man complete. That's Day. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
line of scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield now. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 78 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chapman. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
From the 31, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Hughes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man complete. It's Day.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Armstrong. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
1st down, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Armstrong. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once. where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll run on 1st down. Chapman, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Chapman, and he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll try the left side. It's Chapman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Throw left side, complete. That's Hardy. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to air one out, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Mayfield now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Armstrong. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. It's Day. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. On third down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He shakes him off. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Chapman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Mayfield on 1st down.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and long. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have retaken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. Najee Harris. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Tua Tagovailoa, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Hughes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down.
Let's go. Let's go.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. It's Chapman. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hughes.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now. It's Chapman, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's flushed out left, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Now a give right side. Chapman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong, and a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Chapman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He finds his man complete. That's Chapman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Chapman, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
What's the deal, y'all?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll set up a throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They match protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. Fighting through pressure. Now Mayfield lost the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mayfield to throw it. Shakes off the sack.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On 1st down, Chapman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt.
The kick by pass is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Day. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike, 4.
Mayfield with it once more. He finds his man, complete. It's Armstrong. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
We got 4. We got
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here this fourth quarter.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They go play action here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Chapman. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
He finds his man complete. It's Armstrong. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Going for it all. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.